Welcome everyone, this is your host Abraham L. Jaguar, a professional game master. First of all, this channel is proudly sponsored by Gates of Krystalia, an isekai style tabletop role-playing game. It is card-driven and it is available in 6 languages. They have recently released Last Deux, the advanced rulebook. This is an optional rulebook that allows you to enjoy Gates of Krystalia in many different ways. Perhaps putting emphasis on the isekai style with the beach trip, the school trip, romance. You also have information on the world setting. You also have details on character development as well as solo rules. You will find it in the description and in the pinned comment. This channel is also proudly sponsored by pt18 Studios, the publishers and developers of Dames of Asstoria, a tabletop role-playing game where you play as monster girls experiencing high adventure in a world that doesn't fully accept them. They have recently released Daughters of Lamb. This is a pay-what-you-want tabletop RPG, where you get to play as cybernetic nuns with guns, looking for the missing pieces of their AI god. You will find it in their website. The link will be in the description and in the pinned comment. This channel is also proudly sponsored by the Red Room Publishing. Please check out their store for exclusive tabletop RPG products, and check out their recent release of Final Frontier. This is a streamlined sci-fi tabletop RPG, where you get to explore space for justice, for profit, for both. You will find it in their website. The link will be in the description and in the pinned comment as well. Today I am continuing my review series featuring Luxus's Guide to Krystalia. If you haven't seen the other parts of my review series featuring this shape-shifting species sourcebook for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, please check out the playlist in the description below. This time we are going to talk about the spells. In this section of the book, you have all sorts of magical effects related to Krystalia culture, spellcasters, and particularly associated with Somnus Domina, with the setting. But these spells can be used with any other setting. You even have a list organizing the spells according to schools of magic, because you also have some categories specific to this setting, such as the Altissima Core's Arcane Arts. The Idol's Altissima Core of the Smoldering Depths was a servant of the Eidolon Marias. She was an elevated being who had once been a prolific sorceress, and during her service created a variety of arcane spells that tapped into her cosmic shard, evoking her power over ice. You have things such as Snap Freeze, Orbs of Spell Jamming, Entropic Shield, Divine Frost. You also have the Skulker's Grimoire, which is a compendium of magic created by the first to skulk, the Krystalia, created by Kitsune. These arcane arts were developed from the natural abilities those individuals have. You have spells such as Free Meadow, Foxfire, Hold Attacker, Jackal's Luck. Then you also have the 9 branch arts, which are spells founded and developed by Kitsune herself, and used by Krystalia, who follow in her footsteps. You have things such as Violent Pillar, Purple Flames, Blessed Circle. There are many spells in this section that you can apply in all sorts of situations, such as Agitated Pulse. A swirling wave of force protects you, occupying a 5-foot radius centered on you. When a hostile creature starts their turn there, or enters into that space for the first time on their turn, they must make a strength saving throw. On a failed save, they are repelled and suffer damage. You also have things such as Crashing Ice. With a sweep of your hand, a torrent of freezing water and ice explodes forth in a 50-foot long, directly projected from you, from your position. It is 10 foot wide and 10 foot tall. All creatures in range must make a dexterity saving throw, taking bludgeoning damage and cold damage on a failed save or half on a successful save. You also have other things such as El's Trekkin's loving embrace, a deceptive illusion of someone or something dear to a target you choose within range appears only to the target and takes them in their arms. The target must make a charisma saving throw. If they fail, the illusion causes them to become docile and relaxed. The creature becomes paralyzed for the spell's duration, unable to focus on anything except the illusion. And you have many other spells, such as Everest's Isolated Undoing. You also have Fire Sage Robe, Flash Cure, Joyful Toxin. This one is very interesting because it makes you immune to poison, but if you are poisoned, you instead regain hit points. There is also Hold Attacker, as I have mentioned before. You also have Miraculous Evasion, Path to Victory, Power Word, Slow, and many others. And this concludes this part of the review series. In the next part, we are going to talk about the Game Master's Tools section, the Dungeon Master's Tools section. The spells here, I think they are very useful because not only do they have a mechanical effect on the game world, despite being tied to the setting of Somnus Domina, you can easily take them and reskin or retweak many things about them according to your particular setting of choice. So if you wanted to use this in Forgotten Realms, in Ravenloft, in Greyhawk, Mystara, it's possible, very doable, due to the effects, the mechanics of the spells themselves not being too tied to a particular feature of this specific setting. Thank you for watching this part of the review series. Don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, consider joining as a member using the Super Thanks button. Take a look at the information in the description and in the pinned comment. This has been your host, Abraham L. Jaguar, a professional game master. And remember, in tabletop RPGs, you're not having a conversation about your characters. You are experiencing the game world as your characters. Once again, thank you and see you later.